Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Troll Media signing in. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Troll Media. Mrs. Troll Media just so happens to be off at work this evening. So this is Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve to everybody. I know I had a rant video a little while ago and a couple videos that I posted off of a Facebook page that I know of. So anyway, guys, what am I doing with my time right now? I am into making bread right now. I am getting ready to make homemade Italian bread. So, what do we need for homemade Italian bread? Super fucking easy, guys. This is one of the more easy breads to make. So I didn't video it, but I started right here. I will take about a tablespoon of sugar, alright? I'll stick it in a coffee cup, like this cup right here. This is my favorite coffee cup. Anyway, I will take a coffee cup like that. I'll fill it up halfway with hot water. Hot water that's about, I don't know, hold on. About 110 degrees, alright? What we're doing here is we are going to activate our yeast. So you put a tablespoon of sugar in the coffee cup, alright? You put your active dry yeast in there, this one right here. So usually for one loaf of bread, well, 2 loaves, I get about 2 loaves out of this. So I will use 1 packet, so that right there. I will put it in the hot water with the sugar, mix it around, wait about 10 minutes. It should start looking like this. All these little bubbles right here, that means the yeast is working. The yeast is eating and feeding off of that sugar. It's creating it's doing its thing, okay? So that's what you need to start off with, all right? So it really helps to have a nice stand mixer. This guy right here, I love this stand mixer. We got it off a freaking Craigslist for like, God, it was like, I think $30 or something, which is dirt cheap for a stand mixer. So, what we are going to do now. So after you do your 1 package of active dry yeast and your sugar and your hot water. Now, I'm in a bind. I got self-rising flour. This ought to be really interesting because I put yeast in it. So, self-rising flour already has yeast over here. I don't know. Maybe this whole camper will get engulfed in fucking bread. I don't know. So, what I'm going to do here is 5.5 cups of flour. Should just be using regular everyday flour. Just, standard flour. So let me get this filled with the 5.5 cups and I'll get right back. We got our 5.5 cups of flour in there now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you down again. Well, actually, I'm going to do this single-handedly here. I'm going to turn on my hot water over here. We need another 1.5 cups of hot water. So that's going to go in there just like so. And there we go. I'm going to stop right there. We also need a little bit of salt. That's right, a little bit of salt goes in here. You gotta have salt with your Italian bread. This is approximate. I'm gonna go with that. So, along with that, we are going to do a little bit of EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. Look at this, I do that with one hand. So, about that much. I've been making this recipe for a long time, so I know it. Start off on low. Look at this. Look at how fucking gorgeous she is. She's a baby. I love that dog. I love Tessa. Tessa, what are you doing? We got Tessa there. Esme's underneath there. Moose is over there. Yep. So, anyway, guys, you get this going, it's really helpful to have a stand mixer. It fucking helps so much to have a stand mixer. It's just beyond words. Me with a bad freaking left arm, it's hard to knead bread for fucking 30 minutes, you know, and when you're doing it by hand, it takes quite some time. So, what that's looking like right there, it's looking a little dry, so I'm going to go ahead and probably add a little more water in there right now. And, again, this is just me doing it by ear. Well, I don't know. Actually, guys, that's looking pretty good. It's starting to come together pretty good. Ooh, ride 'em cowboy. Look at that. Oh boy. Things are gonna go kaplunk. There we go. Oh yeah, see, I'm glad I didn't add any more water in there because that would have been too much water. So, that's a good thing I didn't add more. I'm actually gonna have to add a little more flour. So, but we're gonna need this here for probably about quite some time. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little bitty 1/3 because it fits in there easier. I'm going to add a little more flour in there, guys. Yeah, that was looking a little too wet. So what's cool here is, you know, what I like about my camper is, you know, if Network 126 comes by, I have a lot of room for him to sleep in here. He could sleep there, he could sleep there, or he could sleep underneath the freaking, underneath there with the dog. You know? I got a lot of kitchen space for that kid to sleep here, you know? So, anyway, I will get back to you guys as soon as this is done mixing. Alrighty, there you go, guys. As soon as your bread starts pulling off of the bowl like that, or it's no longer really sticky, that is when you are good to go. So, look at that going. Damn. Alrighty. So at this point, you're going to want to pull this up and out. Oh, Jesus. Coming. And kind of get this, get the dough off of the hook. God damn, that fucking hurt. So, off the hook you go. Back into the bowl. So, go ahead and pull the hook off. Throw that off to the side because we don't need that no more. Alrighty. Let me see if I can't get this damn freaking phone up somewhere so I can see. Alrighty, would you look at that? I got that right up on top. So that's pretty good. So, we want to get this bread out of the bowl. There we go. See how that come out nice and clean? That's nice. So, you take the bread. Now, I used to be a baker. I used to work at Dominic's in Bolingbrook, Illinois. My mother worked there. My mother died at Dominic's, sadly enough. Bless her. You know, fuck. So, this is what you're going to do. You're going to roll that around. Me, sadly, that hurts my fucking shoulder and my arm. So, this is why I'm glad that I have a stand mixer. Because to do that... So, once your bread gets to the point where it's smooth, you could knead it, and it's not ripping apart on the top. This one here is pretty much there. So you just knead it a little bit more. Take yourself your EVOO. You go ahead and dab it into your... You're going to want to let this rise in a warm place. Now, go ahead and just put it in there. Roll it around. Just like so. You're going to want to find something to keep the moisture in there. And for today, I'm just going to use some saran wrap. No big deal. I normally use a wet towel, but fuck it, it's too hard. I don't have a wet towel for it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And not the sticky side. What's going on here? So there we go. We are going to put this in a warm place. I like to put it in my oven. I leave my pilot light on in my oven, so my oven is a constant, I don't know, probably 100 degrees all day long. All the time. My oven's constantly hot. So we're going to let this rise until it about doubles in size. Alrighty, guys. So I think it's about time for... take a look at this bread. Oh yeah, would you look at that? I would say it has about doubled in size. That's for sure. I might kick this oven on just a little bit. Get that going, warm it up. So yeah, so check it out, guys. Now that the bread has doubled in size, it's nice and floofy. Oh yeah, that feels good. So one of the keys to good bread making is you always got to have a second coming. Oh God, what the fuck is that? Aki. So now that it's rose once, you beat it down again. Yep, you beat it down. Get that air back out of it that is accumulated. I'm sorry. There we go. Get the video. Ah! I wish Mrs. Troll Media was here to video this shit. Alrighty, guys. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to beat your bread down. Okay? Knock that air out. This here is basically 2 loaves of bread for me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half and go from there. Okay, so the bread, I've beat the bread down a little bit. Got it back down to size. One of the most just satisfying things there is to take a good bread knife like this and just cut a loaf right in half. See those beautiful bubbles in there? So we get this cut in half just like so. Alrighty. Take one off to the side there. So this is going to make me 2 loaves. 2 Italian loaves. Gotta love Italian bread. So, got that guy down like that. I'm gonna grab my alrighty. So, I like to spray the pan. I can't put bread or normally you put you know, sometimes you put a cornmeal down underneath them, but I don't put down cornmeal because my father-in-law is allergic to corn. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's gonna go back into the oven where it's warm and it can rise again. And I'm gonna let this one rise. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one here. Alrighty, so I got the other one down here. And, you know, it's bread. It doesn't have to be fucking perfect. So, what? And just like the other one. Get yourself some scores on it just like that. Hell, I might even do this one like that. Look at that. Ooh, isn't that fancy? Ain't that fancy? Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and throw another layer of you got to keep this bread moist. You can't let it dry out. If you let it dry out, then you end up with a really bad cracked surface, and it don't look pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect, but nobody likes a dry loaf of bread. So now I'm going to throw this back into the oven where it's nice and warm. These are both going to rise again. They're going to about double in size almost. Almost. Not that much. But that is a hell of a freaking good looking loaf of bread right there, isn't it? So I'm going to get this back in the oven, get this rising, and go from there, guys. So this actually did not take fucking long at all. Look at this. Look at the way these fucking things rose, man. Damn, these things are doing good. Hell yeah, brother. Look at that. Damn, does that look good. That rose up real nice. Kind of a little lopsided. It kind of looks like my dick. But, guys, I'm going to get this fucking oven fired up. Look at that. Oven's fired up. These are going to cook for 20 to 25 minutes at 400 degrees. Remember, equipment may vary. Temperatures may vary in your equipment. So, this one here is going in right now. Obviously, I live in an RV. I have a small fucking stove. So, we're going to come up here. We're going to go ahead and do this one for 20 minutes. 20 minutes on the clock. We'll come right back and see how that looks. Until then, we got ourselves some Mark Fun Jones in the house. Look at this shit. Allegedly, I have another one coming from him. I'm giving Mark Fun Jones a Troll Media sticker. And I'm going to get another photo or another picture that he made, man. And he said he's going to start doing Wiener Dog. Mark Fun Jones to start doing Wiener Dog paintings. You hear that, Tessa? Mark Fun Jones going to do Wiener Dog paintings. You want a Wiener Dog painting? Oh, yes, you do. What are you doing? What are you doing, Wiener Dog? That's me. Come here. What are you doing, Wiener Dog? Yeah, baby. Look at that. Okay, Mark Fun Jones, I want you to see what the Wiener Dog looks like, her colors, and how she looks. You can use her as a specimen. Yeah. Hi, babies. Are we all happy today? Oh, what do you got? Look at this. The Wiener Dog's got a Wiener Dog. Go get it. She loves that thing. Alrighty, guys. About 20 minutes. Actually, it'll be no time for you because I'm just going to poof and be back. So, in a couple of minutes, we're going to see if this bread here turns into nice cooked bread. And there you have it, folks. Italian made by yours truly. From scratch. Probably one of the easiest bread recipes there is. It is very, very tasty. It is a very, very sexy looking loaf of bread. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was fun for me to do. Tomorrow we're going to have an episode of Cooking with Troll Media. What are we making tomorrow? We are making brisket, motherfuckers. I'm sorry, not brisket. Making a prime rib. Look at this beautiful, beautiful prime rib. Oh my god, this is fucking gorgeous. Look at the fucking marbling in here. This is going to be good, guys. I cannot wait. I'm stoked about this one. Look at the marbling in this. It looks amazing. That is going to be done tomorrow. And you know what? Normally I cut some of the fat off of here, but you know what? I might cut some of that off right there. Yeah, that there's soft, but you can hear that's really hard. Fuck, is there a bone in there? Hold on. I swear this was I could have swore this was a bone out. Sounds like it's got a bone in there. But, alrighty guys, that is the show for the day. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And I hope everybody has a good Christmas tomorrow morning. I hope you all get everything you ever dreamed of. Except for Network 126. I hope he gets kicked out of his dad's fucking kitchen. So, Alrighty, guys. God bless and have a good evening.